and welcome back to the We Don't Have a
Welcome back.
Dad podcast. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm in my pajamas, so whatever.
Me too.
And okay, today we're gonna talk about. I'm not
Health
even
and
quite
wealth.
sure. No, that's the other podcast. Go check out Worthy of Podcast by Worthy of Wallace
For
LLC.
the
Shout out.
wellness.
We're gonna talk about other people and your children in dealing with grief. I think that's kind of the theme of this episode.
I think
Emily, tell
no,
your
let's narrow it down. Let's get to like immediate family members who know and love you and dealing with grief and how people show up for you in general when it comes to your children.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said, but yeah, go for it. Can you start the conversation with the story about Winter
Which one? Where do I start?
in the
Uh,
car?
oh, the car. Yes. So, as some of you viewers may know or not know, my our father, passed away on my daughter's fourth birthday, literally same day. So, my daughter is very aware that her grandpa is no longer alive. So, here we are. Yeah, like,
Melia
should
going,
I pop him
Mommy
up
Judy's
like a
going,
puppy right now?
he's going down the hill.
No, oh my god, people
Okay,
are gonna be like, that's disrespecting the dead. It's not funny, Dad. I think you would think it's a little
I
funny,
think
Dad.
it's hilarious, and I don't care what you think.
I think Dad would think it's a little funny.
I tell this, he's like,
At this point, I feel like Dad would be like, as long as the girls are getting along, I don't care like what they're getting along about. Anyways, so yeah, very much my daughter knows that my dad is dead.
mhm.
And so here I am driving. I picked her up to a Happy Meal, which is like 3 blocks away from the house. And I was just like saying like out loud to my dad because I very much believe that he is with me, even though we went to a fake ass psychic. That's another
Yeah,
story
I
for
was
another.
gonna say, even though the sidekick, you didn't believe the psychic
Totally
anything.
was like, you hate your dad. I was like, no, I don't.
That's
But
not what
anyway.
she said. Tell the story.
Yeah, that's another story for another day.
Right.
But so like sometimes I just speak to my dad out loud because I'm very big on manifestations and stuff like that. So I just be like, "Oh my god, dad, I miss you. Ta ta ta. I don't know where I'm going and like, dad, please guide me." So I'm saying all of this stuff as like affirmations in my car because it's weird and I don't know if anybody else who's grieving, like, do you still pray to God or do you pray to your loved one? Because I pray to my dad. And it's like my dad is not like a person of worship or something, but it's like I feel like people pray to God when they want something.
Mm.
And so it's like at this point in time, I pray to my dad. Like I was like, oh my god, dad, please let me hit these lotto numbers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, does anybody else experience themselves instead of praying to God? Do they pray to their loved one now? Because I see myself praying to my dad more. Because like I don't know, I feel like since he's dead, he's in with God and he'll put my
Remember,
he'll put my complaint to the front of the line.
listen, our Father
It's the
who
least he
aren't
could
in
do.
heaven, aren't in heaven. So,
Say it
wait, do you,
again. I'm sorry.
our Father who
Our Father who art in heaven.
aren't
No,
in heaven.
I think he's in heaven. Our Father who art
Okay.
in
So,
heaven.
do you want
That's
me to
it.
answer your question about praying?
No, because I'm
Okay,
still
so
going to pray to Dad. But
okay, but
anyway,
you asked the people, and I'm a person, so I'm just
no, you're part of the podcast. You
okay.
just heard.
So, fuck who I talk
Anyway,
to.
no, no.
Tell the story. Tell
Girl,
the
let me
story.
finish.
Go
Yes,
on.
like I'm like the ADHD is kicking in because I got into 7 different stories trying to tell one. Okay, back to the topic. I'm
Mm-hmm.
driving down the street with Winter. I'm telling her, I'm like, oh my God. I'm not telling her, I'm talking to myself. I'm like, please, Dad, guide me, show me the way, show me the way. And Winter's like, Mom, your dad is dead. I'm like,
He dead,
which
girl. He dead.
true?
Bye,
Like,
Felicia.
who are you talking to?
What did you say in that moment?
I just laughed and said, win win. And she laughed too. It wasn't much of like an explanation further.
It was like, I'll shut up now.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, girl, period.
I mean, you know.
Let me shut up.
So, because the conversation is about children. So, before we even get into that,
Yes.
people of the world, what flabbergasts you that your children say that like you wasn't prepared for? Tell me how people show up for your kid while you're grieving, things
Oh,
that
they don't.
surprised you.
They
Oh,
don't.
okay, that's it. Thanks. See you next week. Bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. I don't want to talk about when grieving. Let's talk about like when you have kids in general. They don't show up for you when you have kids, let alone when you're grieving. Your dad could die on the same day that you have your kid, and people still don't care.
Yeah,
They
people
care
don't
for
give a
maybe
fuck.
like a month, 30 days, maybe 2 weeks, 30 days if you're lucky. 30 days if you're lucky.
It went from 30 days to 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's
Whew.
a good time frame. That's fair.
People are like, ay bendito. That's it. Maybe like, oh, in the new year. Oh, I know he died. Dios te bendiga.
Yeah.
No, I don't really even get that much.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. No one even checks up.
No.
And though, do you get jealous when you see other people with their father?
I get jealous when I see my daughter with her father. like, I just like today, for example, I conditioned Winter's hair. I deep conditioned it and I brushed it out. And then I was about to take her out the bath because I bought her the bluey bath set with the little bluey bath bomb and stuff. So I was like, "Oh, if I'm gonna condition your hair today, let me put the bath bomb in, condition your hair. We're gonna brush it out." So I'm trying to take her out the bath after I washed her, showered her off. And then she's like, I want my dad, I want my dad, I want my dad. And then like her dad came, wrapped her in a towel, took her to her room, put her pajamas on, and I was like, oh my God, I wonder what that's
You
like.
were like,
And
me too.
yeah, I'm like, me too. I'm about to go take a shower too.
Get me from the shower.
Yeah, no, no, no. In all seriousness though, like you don't have a daughter. You
I
have
do not.
sons, so
Hmm.
it's a little bit different. But like me having one daughter and like watching her with her dad, I even told you that in text messages the other day. Like watching my daughter with her dad, like I'm so happy for her, but it just makes me feel like, oh my God, like I wonder what that feels like.
Yes. I have like whenever we have to go to a kid's birthday party, like that's like one of Wyatt's friends or something like that. There's always the parent's dad there. And I'm like, how the fuck is this old man here? Like, where's my I cry every time because
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
you get upset from the grandpa aspect. I get upset from like the father aspect.
well, no, I like both, but I think more so like where I don't know. People are like, oh, this is my dad. This is my dad. Like, where the fuck is my dad? In your
He's
pocket.
dead, girl.
I know. But I get so
Are you
jealous. And
sad? Are you sad that he's dead?
oh my God.
I mean, obviously, yeah, like who wouldn't be? You have to be like a heartless bitch to not, but like
Right.
w- me understanding and knowing your situation. like, what are you missing exactly? You're seeing people with their grandkids that's active in their grandkids' life. Dad never was. And
Mhm.
dad was pretty active in Winter's life, but if I show Winter a picture of him, she's like, she has no idea who he is. So it's like he wasn't like super active in Winter's life either. So it's like I could tell you right now, even if you had the best relationship with him ever. I mean, you guys did live closer together, so you could have took advantage of more of like babysitting for that matter. But
Bro, bro,
I feel like dad would have babysat.
no. I, oh my God, when did I date that guy? I had a boyfriend who lived in the same town. And I was like, this is going to be great. I'm going to get to see my dad all the time, blah, 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 blah. Never saw the man. Didn't give two fucks about him. I moved 10 minutes away from his house.
Yeah.
I was there for months and months and months before he even came to say what up. And I had to be like, so you gonna come and see my new house that we just bought? He did not give a flying fuck. I was 10 minutes away and he was like, did not give two shits about it. So
Yeah, that's what makes me like so cute. And like that's why I was super excited to talk to the sidekick, which unfortunately I will keep that for another podcast. But like I wanted like to hear something like that because but you know what? I'm starting to accept the fact that like I guess that wasn't dad. That was just I don't know.
you know what it is? Because even when I've gone to a few different psychics, so even the ones that are like the man was
Man,
self-absorbed, he only cared about himself. So when we're talking to him through these psychics, he's not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, Jessica, you're crying, you're mad, you're sad because I didn't give a fuck about you. I've been dating." He comes and he's like, "Hey, there's my girl." Da, da, da. It's like, it's bro, it's still not. It's not about you. It's about me. Give me what I
Yeah,
need.
I can see how dad would be like, yeah, those are my daughters summoning me. What's
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
Like imagine we're on Charmed. Like imagine it's
Exactly.
me and Charmed and we're in like that attic and we're like throwing like the peppers and shit into the pot and
The
then dad
peppers.
just
The
and
peppers.
then dad just pops up. He would not be like, oh my god, girls, I'm so sorry. Dad would definitely be like, what's up?
He would be like, "What's up, motherfuckers?" Not even
What's
that, but
up, motherfucker?
he'd be like, "Oh my god." And that's the thing that pisses me off because, and it's very unfair. And that what everyone has told me is that they are themselves. That when they die and they cross over to wherever the fuck they go, they're still themselves, and it takes time for them to learn. So I think that
I
he
just don't
aren't
get
in
like
heaven.
I sometimes I feel like I super told dad like straight up how I felt and it just didn't matter. It was just like, okay, that's how you feel. Well, I feel like this and since I'm your dad, this is the way you should feel.
Let me
But it's
tell
like,
you fucking
dad,
wait, can I tell a story? Can I tell a story?
are we recording? Because I have to pee.
We are recording, but I guess I will tell a story and you can
Okay.
listen.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna put the phone in the air. You can edit this part out.
I'm not going to edit it. I'm going to tell the fucking story.
Okay, go ahead. I just have to
Okay.
pee real quick.
So after Wyatt was born, right, he did not contact, he ignored his existence. And at first I was like, no, I'm making it off. Like I'm making that up. Like that's
Can
crazy.
I
He's not.
say something? Can I cut you off?
Oh my God.
Because everybody was mad that you didn't tell them that you gave birth or even were in labor until like days after. And that was a reaction of many people. It was just like, why didn't, like, okay, if you want to be left alone, okay, we respect that. But like, why the fuck, like, why wouldn't you at least be like, hey, I gave birth and I'm alive? You had a very serious surgery and you didn't inform anybody till days later. Which
because
I agree
every
with. That was kind of foul of
because
you.
because I completely disagree and I would do it again because everybody makes everything about them and not about me. And I'm not going to sit there and continue to hold somebody's hand emotionally when I am going through shit, when I am literally giving birth. I don't want to hear your birth story. I don't want to hear like how
Okay, but just say that. You could just say that because, like, literally, when I
I
was giving birth,
did.
and best believe I gave birth before you. I gave birth. You're my older sister, but I gave birth before you.
I don't know
And
if that's a flex, but okay.
I gave birth like super in the middle of COVID. And it was just like everybody was just mad that they didn't like you could have hit up mom and been like, hey girl,
Nope.
I'm in surgery right now. I'm about to go into surgery to do a
No.
C-section.
No.
Girl, no,
No.
Jessica, in all seriousness, no, you're wrong for that. I'm gonna tell you, I love you to
No.
death. I defend you, I have your back, but you wrong for that. And I'm gonna tell
Nope.
you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because God forbid you would have died. Mom would have not known. What the fuck?
Okay, I can die right now. She's not gonna know.
Come on. Come on.
No.
That's
Uh-uh.
so
And
that's so serious.
let me tell you why also. In 2019, I had my gallbladder out. And
I heard about that.
I was preparing Rigo. I was like, listen, everyone's gonna be really dramatic. Everyone's gonna be like making
Ooh.
hit. I'm not gonna say names, hitting you up and like blah 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 blah. He was like, calm down. I was like, trust me. I told everybody to talk to you because I'm gonna be like, not
I
alive.
bet. Mm.
And he was like, oh my god, you're right. Everybody like they won't stop. I'm trying to take care of you. And it's my entire pregnancy, especially towards the end of my pregnancy. Everybody made everything about them. And I'm not trying to do that. Like, I don't want people to randomly show up in the hospital when it was like Omicron, Omarion situation. That was a big one. I don't want to be on my phone, like texting people back. And people were getting mad at me if I didn't text them back like within an hour. And I was like, I don't know what you want from me. I'm 9 months pregnant. I'm about to give birth. I don't feel good. I don't want to talk to people. Like, don't get mad at me when I am not reaching back out like in an hour. Like, that's crazy. So I didn't want any of the pressure. I didn't want any of the stuff. Here's the
If
baby.
me and you,
Mm-hmm,
right,
mm-hmm.
were on the level that we're on right now of our relationship and you were about to give birth, even if I was in New York and you didn't call me and text me and be like, bitch, I'm about to go into my C section, that would piss me off.
I mean, it wasn't a planned C-section. And like, I went
Oh, I
on,
didn't know that. So you were trying to naturally do it
I was
and
getting
they moved
induced.
you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I had preeclampsia, which was fucking horrible. Giving birth I was tortured. I was literally in a torture chamber.
Okay, wait, hold on. Stop. Because I go in to get induced. I am vomiting. I'm like trying to
So
cramp.
you
The
did get
baby's heart,
into.
the baby's heart rate is up and down and all around
Why aren't you telling people that you're getting induced?
because I don't want my phone to be blown up. I just want to focus on myself because it's not about anybody else but me.
Okay, but Jessica, like right now, like if you were pregnant right now, and the relationship that we have, and you go ghost for 3 days, and I don't hear from you, and then I hear from you, you're like, hey, bitch, I had a baby. I would be like, Jessica, what the hell? Like, I I think it's more about like people wanting to be there for you.
Mm-mm. Because I don't talk to people every day. So people, you can go weeks and weeks and weeks without talking to me and you're fine. So it's not like anybody's missing me or like I'm ghosting you for 3 days. No.
I think you was a little bit wrong for that, Mama. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you can have your opinion, but
And that's okay.
oh well.
And who cares? The kids are alive, breathing, kicking, and super
Right.
advanced, and they're doing more than one. I'm not gonna like clock that T.
Okay. So then leave me in listen,
Absolutely. No,
everything about
absolutely.
me is always about everybody else. And I, even when I try and put a boundary, especially at that time, that's 4 years ago, right? Like
Yes.
nobody cares. Nobody cares. Everybody only cares about themselves. So, oh well. And like, that's funny because the one time that I make a decision for myself that I do what's best for me and my child, everybody wants to pop off then.
Well, yeah, Jessica, because like people want to be
No.
there for you.
Who's gonna be there? Nobody.
Girl, you should have not told. You should have told mom at least. Like, what the
No.
fuck? Were you was married when you had them children?
Yes.
Okay, well that's different.
And nobody does shit for me and Rico. Rico and I handle our shit on our own.
No, yeah,
And
no,
so
I get that a
I
hundred
don't
percent.
want the performative. I'm bendito. I don't want that. I don't want that.
No, no, but mom and dad at least had should have known that you were giving birth.
No, no.
Yes.
And no. And they were the
Why would you
only
say no?
because nobody needed to know that because
Even if even if you didn't want like the drama or the extra shit, you definitely could have been like, hey, they're inducing like honestly, I
no,
was in
because
no,
then
Jessica, be quiet, please. I was induced as well, literally during COVID, and mom and dad or anybody couldn't be there anyway. They wouldn't allow them in the room anyway. But the least I could do is just be like, hey, I'm getting induced and I'm alive. Like regardless of how you feel about mom and dad and everybody and how they feel about your children and all that shit, but you're their child, so they should have known that you was okay and that you was alive.
no.
You could disagree, that's
Because
fine.
why didn't they care if I was okay and alive in so many other different circumstances? Why no? And you want me to like be in labor and get a text, how's she doing now? How's she doing now? What's going on? What's going on? Like, no, it's not a like stop.
No, I'm not saying update them because I didn't do all that, but it was just
That
like for example, I went to one of my checkups one day. As a matter of fact, about like a week before, I was having pain right here.
mhm.
So much pain. I couldn't breathe. I went to the doctor. The doctor was like, go to the hospital. Like she was like an OB. The no, I'm sorry. She was a GYN. The OB wasn't there. So I told them, I said, I think I have preeclampsia because I'm getting so much muscle pain right here and I can't breathe. And they still sent me home. So then I had an appointment the next week later. They took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was like twice the high of a regular person. They were like, you have preeclampsia. And I was like, I told y'all last week I think I had preeclampsia. So they rushed me to the hospital, which was fucked up because I think I was like 35 weeks. I didn't even have the nursery set up yet. So I went to the hospital. I couldn't even eat. I remember passing Popeyes and I was like, I wish I could get some chicken. And I went to the hospital, gave birth. Mom wasn't there, nobody was there. But at least I kept them updated.
I think one thing that's important about this conversation is that our no birth is the same and situations aren't the same. I think that there's a difference between your shit that is like, oh my God, I'm
Mine was
getting rushed to
more
the
more life
emergency.
and death. My shit was like
Yes.
life and death.
Yes. Yes. So
I was gonna die. And then they had like, I couldn't walk for 3 days. The way they had me in the bed before I gave birth, the day I gave birth, and the day after I gave birth. And then when I did give birth, they stuck their. That's what I'm saying. You want to talk about you get C-section. Bitch, I pushed the baby out, and then this dude stuffed his whole fucking wrist inside of me, his whole thing, and then he stuck it on his like she has internal bleeding. I had internal bleeding. They had to rush me to surgery, and they're strapping me down like I'm fucking Jesus Christ. trapping me down, trying to do all these surgeries to me. No, that shit was crazy. And then the people be like, "Why you don't have another kid?" A bitch, who the fuck want to go do that again? A bitch almost died.
Okay, yes. And so if I was almost dead, people would know, but I wasn't. That's the difference. And
Obviously, you had another kid. Like, I'm scarred for life, and
no,
you
I
just
hate
out
being
here having
pregnant.
kids.
No, I hate being pregnant. Anyway, can we get back to my story? Because we have 3 minutes left.
Right.
Okay. So your father ignored the fact that I was a mother completely. And I was like, am I making this up? And so I would go out of my way to like bring up Wyatt in conversation. And he would immediately change the subject
Yeah.
to him. And then days later, and I'm saying days later, not like months, not like in the moment when I'm upset or like an emotional, I text him this. Hi, after our conversation the other day, I just want to say that it really hurts my feelings when you call me and don't acknowledge Wyatt or the fact that I'm a mom. I'm sure you don't, I'm not sure why you do that. But as his mother, I can't accept this type of behavior towards him. I'm sending a text because I don't want to fight or get you stressed out, but I should be allowed to express my feelings. If you would like to have an open dialogue, then I am open. If not, please stop calling me to engage in small talk. And I feel like I missed a sentence here. Um, and I did not hear from him for like months, like months. Like,
You didn't reply to that.
no, I heard back from him like I think 9 months later.
I feel like our experiences are different with dad because I accepted his bullshit. Because, like, if I sent that message and he didn't reply, I would crash out.
I mean, sure. I even texted him on his birthday and got nothing back. Um,
Crazy.
September.
I You know what is also crazy? Because when I was pregnant with Win, I had called dad and you could ask Patrick because Patrick was in the car and I was like, either you with it or you not. Like, the in and out shit ain't working. And he was like, no, I'm in it. I'm in it. Like, it was just like it was a horrible conversation.
Yeah. So
It was a lot of bad conversations. And you know what? And like this is what I be chowing it down to. And this is what I told you last time. Like I feel like these conversations went left because of the women he was with.
mhm, sure.
Like
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
like
not
why is you intimidated
both
about my dad taking care of his grandkid?
that part. That part.
That's weird. That's weird shit. That's weird shit. Why are you even intimidated off of me and my father's relationship? Again, that's some weird, weird shit.
I guess my point in all of this too is that like if that is the reaction that I can't say, hey, you're doing something that really hurts my feelings. I don't think you're doing this on purpose, but I don't know what's going on. Can we talk about it? And you don't reply for months and months and months. And when you do reply, it's to tell me that you got something going on with yourself. You're not even acknowledging anything that's going on with me. You think I feel bad for not telling him that I was going to have a baby? No, absolutely not. The fuck?
No, but I just feel like if you expect the reaction, you should have told him
Told him what?
that you're gonna have a baby. If you want him to expect him to have a reaction that you're gonna have a baby, then you
There's
should have
a
told him that you was gonna have a baby.
there's a difference between I want to do this in private with me and my husband and I don't want outside drama. There's a difference between that and completely ignoring your grandchild.